Since he tricked this guy into touching the paper, he's the only other one on the bus who can see me.
Oh boy.
That's so smart.
Yo, sup, I'm Frank Slov. Is the World Championship in Russian roulette a thing yet? Because if so, sign me and this guy up. Last time on Death Note. All I wrote down is a dad question mark, which speaks volumes, as there's no time to write shit down because this anime is so good. The match between L, or Kira I guess, and Light, Kira and L is developing slowly. They are both playing their pawns, playing their pieces, but Kira seems to be going all out with his fucking queen straight out of the gate and possibly taking Ryuk's eyes and getting quite the unfair advantage across the playing field. Will he take it? Will he not take it? We shall see. Without much further ado, let's jump right into Death Note Episode 4. Straight into the intro, as always. I don't think the show has any pre-intro scenes, does it? Also, I guess I should say the, shit behind me, bit of a renovation thing, so there's shit behind me right now. And it is a bit messy, but it should work out fine for the future. We'll see.
I don't believe this. Another 23
People
victims
are
yesterday. Are these
dying.
confirmed?
As soon as we began to suspect that Kira might be a student, the pacing of the killings changed.
When L discovers that I'm somehow getting confidential information,
He's a student.
he'll
Holy
be
shit.
obligated to start investigating the police to find the source of the leak.
You're being followed by another human.
What a confidence from the show to put two really intelligent, extremely intelligent people against each other. And you can tell they are intelligent, and you can tell you will have no fucking idea what will happen next, because they are so intelligent, more so than you. Or me in this case, which is definitely the case.
The price for having a Shinigami's eyes is half of that person's remaining lifespan. That's all it is.
That's a lot.
Will it be light?
Unless,
Is it a
can you look at yourself with the eyes as well? And then you just kind of know how much you had before?
It was probably picked up by some human before he could get to it.
No way. Then he'd be stuck there till the end of that human's life or until the Death Note was destroyed. That could take a while.
I can't picture Ryuk doing something so boring.
But you
Look
know
at this
what?
guy.
I actually heard he was carrying 2 Death Notes.
He's a treasure.
Would he need 2?
Literally.
So, the price for receiving the eyes of a Shinigami is no more than half of my remaining
Did a couple of things there.
lifespan?
Either this guy needs to die, Light, or the notebook needs to be destroyed? How though?
This deal is out of the question.
Nah, I don't believe him. I don't believe he just said that. No. He'll fucking take it. I know he will.
My plan is to create an ideal new world free from evil and all criminals. And I intend to reign as a god in that world for a very long time. I might consider the deal if it lengthened my life, but not if I die sooner. I figured you, of all people, should know I wouldn't take this deal.
Will he think his way around this?
Anyway, I've done my part. I don't need you complaining. I didn't tell you this earlier on.
This is what you call telling me early on? I don't see why you couldn't have told me this when we met.
He's not the slightest bit daunted by the fact that I'm a Shinigami. He doesn't suck up to me.
You
No
should
problem.
assume, honestly, that Ryuk has more things that he's secreting in his secrets.
You sure there's nothing else you want to tell me ahead of time?
Yeah, exactly.
Shinigami?
Yeah.
No, nothing else. Probably.
Really? That's too bad. Next thing you know, I'm gonna end up becoming a real Shinigami. Though, who knows?
Is that how
But that could be pretty
they-
interesting.
I wouldn't worry. Even without the eyes and the wings, you're already a worthy Shinigami. The Shinigami realm is slowly rotting.
This is messed up.
We lead meaningless and empty lives, and the only reason we still take human lives is because we're afraid to die ourselves.
Listen, man, Russian roulette, I'm telling you, championship, make it happen.
Whenever a Shinigami like you comes to the human world once every 100, no more like every 1,000 years, the human world changes dramatically.
Every 1,000?
Well, when you return from this world, why not use what you've learned here to try and change it for the better?
Well, Light, I'm not sure why I never noticed this until now.
Industrial revolution in the Shinigami world. Hell yeah.
That's it.
What?
I got it.
Got what? What's this about?
First, I need to know exactly how far I can go in terms of specifying the details of death. This should be interesting.
Yeah, can you write down this guy dies by him getting hit by a pebble on the corner of this street and this street, right there, and then you just know that's him.
What do you mean? So they didn't just die from heart attacks?
No, what I'm saying is they all died of heart attacks, but it wasn't quite that simple. Before one of them died, he drew a pentagram on the wall of his cell using his own blood. Another left a letter, but it doesn't seem to be a will or anything meaningful. And as for the third victim, he escaped from his cell and ran all the way to the staff bathrooms before he died.
Well, that was a deadly shit.
What is it, Watari?
3 more heart attack victims.
Watari.
The circumstances of their deaths are different from what we've seen thus far.
It sounds like he was afraid that Kira would find him. It's believable that our victim might have been genuinely afraid and wrote this, but we know Kira can control the time of death. What if he can also determine the actions in the moments leading up to death?
Yeah, is that Kira's doing?
Chief, we can't release details of these men's deaths to the media. As far as they're concerned, these are just heart attacks.
If Kira is really using criminals as test subjects...
Does this guy have no furniture?
Achieve?
That's gotta be a clue to something, no? The fact that he's literally living like a freshly moved out person.
Everyone knows that it's physically impossible to go from a prison in Japan to Paris, France in only 1 hour. Since this couldn't happen, he simply died of a heart attack in prison. Basically, even the death note can't do the impossible.
He's trying to cheat the system.
These latest victims will no doubt keep Elle and the police guessing. Even as we speak, he's probably trying to decipher all the clues I left for him.
If Kira used those criminals to conduct an experiment of some sort, it means he's about to start something. Could the pentagram and this letter be some kind of message? Is this it?
Hell, do you know?
All right, time for the real thing.
Hello? Light?
Who's this?
Morning.
The human who uses this note can neither go to heaven nor hell. If the time of death is written within 40 seconds after writing the cause of death as a heart attack, the time of death can be manipulated and the time can go into effect within 40 seconds after writing the name. But a human who uses this note can neither go to heaven nor hell. So, wait, those exist? I mean, if the Shinigami world exists, these gotta exist. But then are we gonna see any of them? Is the Shinigami world hell, maybe? Dude, so many questions.
He's still following me. Perfect.
Is it the same guy?
This whole thing would just be a waste of time if he wasn't tailing me.
Huh.
Light!
A date? Yeah. It's a date no matter how you look at it. And I'm sure even my stalker will see it that way.
But this isn't just a date, is it?
Didn't you see what I wrote in the death note? I explained it in great detail.
No. Doing that would take all the fun out of it.
In that case, just be patient.
Send her to ask him.
I don't get it, Light. Didn't you say you weren't going out until entrance exams were over?
That was before I scored #1 on the national practice exams.
Can you be any more suspicious? Dude, he sits right behind them, what the fuck? This is nice. Is he still behind them? This almost sounds like Pixies.
He's here. 7 passengers, excluding him. No one's in the way. Everything should go smoothly.
What the fuck is... What is he doing?
Stay in your seats unless you want to die!
A bus jacking? You gotta be kidding me.
This is Sasaki, calling from bus 174. Tell him what's going on, and no tricks either.
Are we doing speed?
My bus has been hijacked. Have a female staff member bring all of Spaceland's cash from yesterday. I know it's there. Have him meet us 2 bus stops from the park, and don't make me wait.
Beauty, don't be scared. As soon as he turns around, I'm going to grab the gun out of his hand.
Don't be stupid. That's risky. If it comes to that, I'll take care of it. It's okay. We don't have to pass notes back and forth. As long as we keep it down, he won't be able to hear our voices over the sound of the engine.
I guess he's not trying to be so secretive then.
Yes, I've read about this before. The first hijacker comes in like he's working alone. Meanwhile, a second one pretends to be a hostage and stays in the very back just in case something goes wrong.
You really think he is one?
I have no choice. I'm sure Light Yagami isn't Kira. If he was, he could just kill this guy with a heart attack.
That's dumb. Come on.
FBI?
Wow!
El needed an outsider, so we got the FBI to investigate anyone connected to the Japanese police.
He got the
His
name?
name is Ray Penber.
His name is what? But now he can't kill him because they'll know.
Don't move, you little punk! What the hell is that? Smartass! You guys were planning something back here, weren't you?
Damn it. If he sees that note from before, he'll find out the light was planning to jump him and take his gun away.
Was that on purpose?
Plans for a date, huh?
Something else.
Stupid kid.
Gotcha.
What?
Who the hell are you? You in the very back. What do you think you're doing? Don't mess with me! How long have you been hiding back there?
What's this?
It's just a cosplayer.
So you mean you can actually see me right now?
Stay there, you!
It's the note from
Keep
the...
away from me, you freak!
What?
This isn't good. He's hallucinating.
He ripped the page out.
Oh, I get it. That little note that Light accidentally dropped was actually torn from the pages of the Death Note itself. Since he tricked this guy into touching the paper, he's the only other one on the bus who can see me.
Oh boy.
That's so smart.
Get away!
Sorry, pal. I'm a Shinigami, so I'm afraid your bullets aren't gonna kill me.
It's so fucking cool we're getting somebody actually being scared of him too.
I have to stay till the Death Note is finished, or I see you die, whichever comes first. And a Shinigami can't die from being shot. I've said all these things at one time or another. Well, he is the top-ranked student in the country. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. He even used this hijacking as a way to get the guy following him to willingly give up his name.
It's not the bus! Let me off!
Did he write that? Damn, what a date though. She's gonna be impressed by now with the god she's sitting next to.
Everything went just as I planned.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Kiichiro Osoreda, accidental death. Boards the 1131's
accidental,
holding a loaded gun and attempts to hijack the bus. He sees a horrific phantom and empties his gun trying to kill it. Terrified, he flees the bus. Immediately afterwards, at 11:45, he dies when struck by a car.
He wrote down everything. What?
The Death Note never fails.
And so do I.
You will be next, Ray Penber.
What is his name again? Dude. His parents did not love him, huh? Wow. Another fucking banger of an episode. Holy shit. And that has been Death Note, episode 4. I'm very much enjoying the slowness they are going with this show. As in, pretty much the whole entire episode was... Well, most of the episode was the bus, and it flows very nicely. I like the fact that the first 2-3 episodes were kinda pumping the energy, and it was just going, and now it's kinda slowing down a little bit. Really enjoying the pacing, is what I'm trying to say. And with that being said, the MVP for this episode. This one is, I guess simple. Yeah, fuck it. The MVP for this episode shall be... Kira. Or Light. The fucking lengths he goes to do what he needs to do. Wow, it's insane. And yeah, other than that, we had some more view into the Shinigami realm with some interesting characters. One of them looked like he was ripped straight out of Dark Souls, a guy you just want to slay and you get the best sword in the game from. We got some girl who's, I don't think they even said her name, or I missed out on it. We got Kira heavily experimenting with the idea of the Death Note and which ways can he go to abuse it, and abuse he did in this episode. Fucking essay he wrote and it all worked out just like that. Insane. He put L on a bit of a back burner for now. He gave him the clue to figure out, but he even said like it doesn't lead anywhere, so a bit of a timeout for the time being. The only thing I'm scratching my head about right now is he got the guys whose name I'm not gonna say. He got his name, Kira, but is he gonna just kill him? I mean, now we know he doesn't need to just heart attack people. He can actually write 2 pages of some fucking weird script that's gonna play out, and it's not gonna look like he killed him. So I'm guessing that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, we shall see. Anyways, have you enjoyed this episode? How do you feel about it so far? And was there anything that I might have missed? Leave a comment below. Have you enjoyed this reaction? Consider leaving a like or a sub if you wanna see more. And if you do wanna see more, the next episode, you can right now by clicking the very first link down below. Join the Scouts today and get a early access to the next week's worth of reactions, with the cool bonus of them being not censored like they are here. And with that being said, this has been Death Note. I hope I'll someday get to eat so many shrooms that I'll see Ryuk standing over me and then realize that it's just Willem Dafoe. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.